Over the past few years, I've got a lot of questions on my videos when I use an app for mapping and navigation, which apps I use, so I thought I'd go over that now. My primary one is Guthook, then we have Gaia, which I haven't used too much, but I've used it recently, and then Google Maps. There's some things on there that are really helpful for getting to trailheads, and then recently I found All Trails, which is like a forum kind of thing for finding places to hike and run. For the argument that your phone can't replace paper maps, yeah, your phone can die and it can break, but your paper maps can get wet and damaged. You can not know how to read your paper maps. I don't think that argument's very valid, but having an app on your phone definitely doesn't replace knowledge and knowing how to navigate. So it's just another tool. But be smart about where you are and always try to know where the nearest road is, how to get down there if there's an emergency and you can't and your phone breaks. So yeah, but here we go, here's the apps. So first up we have the Guthook app. They just recently put everything into one app, which has all of the trails, but I've been having some problems with getting the things that I've already bought into there. It's helpful to have them all in one place. I use this app for the Appalachian Trail, Pacific Crest Trail, Long Trail, and Great Divide Trail. You can download Topo Maps, which look like this. If you go into Menu, File Manager, you can download photos of what shelters and trailheads look like. You can also download the map. Okay, so it shows you the route, and each waypoint is marked with miles. So if you're right here and you want to see how far you are to the border, right there it just says the mile, but once you have GPS turned on, it tells you how far away it is from you. Right now I'm in North Carolina and this is Vermont, so it's kind of far, but it'll tell you how long along the trail, which is really helpful if you're trying to like get to a post office or something. And then it tells you all the water sources, like all the normal stuff you'd see on a map, except laid out really well. For a lot of people have asked me about Resupply on the PCT. If I were to do it again, I would use the PCT Guthook app, and I would just go to List, Towns and Services, and then it shows you all of the towns along the way. You can click on it and it will tell you the post office, and it will tell you the place to mail it to when it's open. And on the PCT it was laid out really well. I don't have the app right now because of not being able to download it, which was kind of annoying, but I think they'll fix that soon, hopefully. And then there's also the elevation profile, which is really helpful. It shows the altitude there and then your mileage down here at the bottom. When you turn this GPS on, it'll show you where you are by that little blue dot, but right now I'm far away. Another thing that I love about this is you can go to, okay, so let's see, here's a water source. You can go here, you can click on it, you can go down and see what other people are saying and the date. So Scooter said stagnant muddy water. Nice. And that's really helpful, especially in the desert if you're trying to get water at a water source and people are telling you that it's dry, then you know you have to carry more water. Also, people tell you on the PCT some of the places, so let's say the Econo Lodge, if you were to mail stuff there, it doesn't say here, but a lot of the times people will comment down below, like, they're really nice, getting the package was easy, or they'll just say like, don't send your package here. That can be helpful. It's also fun to just have a forum kind of thing along the trail. But yeah, that's the Guthook app. A lot of people have asked me about that one. I definitely think it's great for long trails. The problem with that though, once you get off the trail, it kind of doesn't help you. Once you leave and go off the trail, it kind of gets messed up. So as long as you're along the line, you're fine. What I've been using recently on trail runs is Gaia, and this is just like a topographical map. I don't really know how this works that well, but all I know is you can see where you are. Okay, like right here, there's a trail, they're all like dotted lines. So when I'm trail running, I'll use that to find a new route back to the car. So if I run ran from that parking lot, I could go there, and then when I get to here, realize, oh, I can do a loop instead of turn around. So that's been really nice. I don't have that much information on that app though. I'm sure some of you have used it a lot more than I have. And then this All Trails app, it uses your location to find trails near you. And so here's the Blue Ridge Parkway, Craven Gap to Lane Pinnacle. It tells you how long of a hike it is. It tells you how much gain there is. It's an out and back, and then it shows you a topo map with the elevation profile right down there. So I found that's pretty helpful. And then this topo map's actually really good too, because you can zoom in, and then as you're running, it'll show you where you are. You turn the GPS on, and then you can do a loop by other trails. So I found that was really nice. There's also a lot of trails on there that don't show up, but yeah, that's pretty cool. And then of course Google Maps. And of course everyone knows about Google Maps, but a lot of people I found out don't know that if you go there, then you can hit offline areas. And if you click custom area, you can zoom out. Say I was going into Pisgah National Forest this weekend, and I wanted to be able to get back from the trailhead without having to like remember stuff. So if I was going there, I could click download. You can download it over mobile or Wi-Fi, but I'm not going to do that. So you can make the area only this big, but if you want to make it, if you're doing a road trip, you can download this area, then create a new one, move it up, download it, move it up, and then you see all these little flags. You can also find the trailhead ahead of time, click it on there, click that, click label, and then name it as whatever trailhead it is. Then you can save it and find it offline really easily and really quickly. That's been really helpful for me, but that's pretty much it. That's also what I did for the Great Divide Resupply. I just went ahead of time and started everything on Google Maps, downloaded the area. That way when I got to a town, I could do the trailhead. I could just click on where it was and then route myself to it. The Guthook app for the GDT has a lot less town information than the other trails. One more thing, the Guthook apps cost like between 20 and like 30 something dollars, maybe 40 for some of them, but you can buy a Thru-hiker special if you're doing the whole thing, or you can just buy a section if you're doing a section hike. But yeah, those do cost money. This guy was watching me film myself.